First look at the forecast. Here's weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Well, it was quite the active setup the past little while. We saw those thunderstorms kick off on Friday, and then there was that sunshine today. Thunderstorms as well for the GTHA, and we've got an ominous-looking sky behind us. 16 degrees, although dry, just now outside the Toronto airport. And it's been cooler for many thanks to some of these winds, that cloud cover, that rain still catching up over here in areas like Kingston and Ottawa, but certainly the humidity has gone down with those thunderstorms, with that wet weather. There is that setup though for the active weather. We've seen some strong winds as well earlier, of course, that humidity into yesterday, and it's been quite the active system. This has been bringing severe thunderstorms, especially into eastern Ontario. There were severe thunderstorm warnings in place, severe thunderstorm watches as well. And the risk is strong winds, Toonie-sized hail, and serious downpours. Up to 50 millimeters in the span of 1 hour could be possible. The good news is, as the evening continues and as we head into tomorrow, that risk of thunderstorms is going to die down, and we're really looking at rain for eastern Ontario into Sunday. Dry conditions expected for the GTHA, and it'll start to get brighter as the day progresses, with some sunny spots expected for many. Monday, even better, but for now, getting through that active weather will be the main story, especially for those communities in eastern Ontario and even pushing into Quebec. 13 degrees, cloudy and windy overnight tonight, and heading into your day tomorrow, you will notice a difference in those temperatures yet again. A high of 15 degrees, some sunny breaks, but it will be quite windy at gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. The May long. We're joined on the desk now by weather specialist Noor Rafat. Happy Saturday, Noor.
Happy Saturday, Megan. Good to be here.
Very good to see you. And I've also been seeing a lot of wet conditions lately. A lot of that expected, thunderstorm-wise?
Yes, a lot of wet conditions. The dreaded T-storms return. Of course, it is the season for that kind of weather. The good news is we'll see the T-storms move out sometime soon in the next few days. The not so great news, how long will it take for the cloud cover and the rain to move out? Well, the good news for the Toronto region, you're going to shake off that cloud cover, that rain, as early as tomorrow. It'll get sunnier as the day progresses, but there are some sunny breaks even in the early morning hours. You'll notice a difference, though, when it comes to the temperature. 15 degrees your high, and when it comes to the winds, gusting winds up to 40, 45, and maybe 50 kilometers per hour, and those winds from the northwest, so it will feel cooler with some of these gusting winds as well. We're seeing a lot of clashing winds in the jet stream. That's where we find some of these severe storms. In fact, deadly storms into parts of the Midwest, parts of southern USA. At least 21 people killed, a large majority of those people impacted by tornadoes in areas like Kentucky, like Missouri. It's that same storm bringing that active weather to Ontario, pushing into Quebec. Now, although we're not expecting it to be as severe, there is severe potential, and we saw those severe thunderstorm watches and warnings heading into eastern parts of Ontario earlier today. Tomorrow, the good news is the risk of that severe weather diminishes, and you're only looking at rain and cloud cover, especially around the east, parts of cottage country earlier in the day. But as I mentioned, getting brighter as the day progresses in the GTHA, in Peterborough, North Bay, around London, Ontario as well. Monday will be the icing on the cake. It'll be a lot of sunshine, high pressure starting to develop, cooler conditions, yes, but do make sure you spend it outside if you can, because it will be dry and well, although windy for many, but still a great day to see that sunshine. Cloud cover a little bit lingering around the far east towards areas like Cornwall and Ottawa. Temperatures all over the place into the next few days, but we're back into these mid-teens to low teens, and even 11 degrees in Barrie and Wyerton, 13 in Stratford, 16 in Niagara Falls. Your next 7 days, it'll be quite the adjustment. After we saw those high 20s, humidex values into the 30s, we'll struggle to recover to those seasonal highs of about 19, 20. Stretch of sunshine heading into Tuesday, and then you've got that wet weather Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, mostly cloudy, 17 degrees for that first half of the weekend. Much, Megan. Well, great to see Asian culture on full display being celebrated, and great to see Mother Nature take care of things and help make those events happen. Mother Nature does seem to be cooperating in the next 2 days if you are going to spend some time outdoors. The most beautiful skyline for our most beautiful viewers tonight. It is currently 14 degrees outside the Toronto airport, some cloud cover, but some serious winds from the west. Today's temperatures, thankfully, getting to seasonal highs right at the nose of 20 in Toronto. Toronto. Slightly warmer as you head to the east and towards Chatham, Windsor. But yes, there was that wind and there was that rain, the thunder, the cloud cover. It definitely felt different than what some of you experienced on Friday, which was just summer-like conditions. Those winds continue to be high heading into the evening, and the rain, well, it's still on this map, but further east. We've been seeing severe thunderstorm setups earlier today in eastern Ontario. Those weather alerts have cleared, but the risk continues heading into eastern Quebec with that hail, those strong winds, the downpours, and a risk of tornado as well. Still with that risk heading into the overnight. Not expecting that come tomorrow in Ontario, but you can see sticking with the rain and the cloud cover for especially eastern sections of the province heading into cottage country. As the day progresses, the GTHA not really getting much rain and in fact getting a lot of sunny breaks heading around the 11, 12 o'clock hour and progressing through the afternoon. So good news on that front. You will be able to see the sunshine tomorrow. If you do have plans, make sure you spend them outside, but there is a catch. You'll feel the difference when it comes to the temperatures with some windy conditions. Gusts up to 50 kilometers per hour could be possible. You're high now at 16 degrees in Toronto. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. Rain falls in Manitoba. We're joined now on the desk by weather specialist Noor Rafat. Happy Saturday, Noor.
Happy Saturday to you, Megan, to all of our lovely viewers.
Absolutely, and those lovely viewers might be experiencing some thunderstorms.
Yes.
More of that in store?
It's tricky to say, Megan. It's been quite the active weekend for many in Ontario, Quebec, looking ahead to the Maritimes for some active weather. The good news is those thunderstorms will clear up heading into the next few days. The rain and the cloud cover, though, let's take a look. We're going to see improvements in Toronto as early as tomorrow. Cloud cover starting to part, sunny skies, or sunny breaks, I should say, starting to materialize as early as the afternoon. And now temperatures, you'll notice a difference. The high now 16 degrees, our usual high actually around 20 degrees. It will be quite windy and those winds will make it feel chillier. Of course, changes are expected in the next 7 days. If you've grown used to or grown to like some of the high 20 temperatures that we started the weekend off with, those are not going to be here in the next 7 days. Expecting cooler conditions, but there will be some sunshine to keep you company. Some clashing winds in the jet stream. That's where we find some of those stormiest conditions. Midwestern, southern USA. Some serious, severe, deadly storms. At least 21 people dead in areas like Kentucky and Missouri with those devastating tornadoes. Not as severe in this side of the country, although the risk of tornadoes, as we mentioned, was present and continues into the overnight for areas in eastern Quebec that are seeing the severe thunderstorms. Not expecting thunderstorms to return into Ontario tomorrow, but there is that lingering cloud cover and rain in the east, and things will start to get brighter as the afternoon rolls around in Peterborough, Muskoka, much of the GTHA. Watch what happens on Monday. It's a cloudy start to the day, but the high pressure quickly takes over, and you can see that extend all the way into Tuesday as well. Some select communities around Ottawa, around Cornwall, they may not see a lot of sunshine, persistent cloud cover until Wednesday rolls around, when you'll start to see that rain push through. So we're still ways away from that. Not expecting to deal with the wet weather for the next little while, at least in Toronto, in the GTHA as well. Cooler conditions expected tomorrow. 10 in Barrie, 15 in Oshawa, even 17 in Brantford, which is still below average. Your next 7 days, struggling to get back to that 20-degree high. But hopefully the sunshine on Monday and Tuesday will put a smile on your face. Then the rain returns and it will be a bit of a stretch heading into Friday. 16 by Saturday, mostly cloudy.